Hey guys, this is Gmail197 with my first medieval two total war battle. I command the French, and my opponent, Sergeant Phalanx, commands the Spanish. That is my vast French army. I have paused the game so I can show you what my army looks like and what my opponent's army looks like. We're fighting on the map Swiss Alps. I played as the defenders because I thought that I would start at the top of the hill and I would have good archer range, but didn't turn out that way. It looks like slopes. So this battle went very well. He has that's where his general is, in that area, like that little horse thing. Everything else is missile, phalanx, troops. Pikemen, and dismounted conquistadores. But everything other than that is like musketeers, archers. So first shots are fired, and I start losing some Knights Hospitaller, which is kind of weird. All that happened was that the battle started, and I started losing like my men. So there's a problem with facing an opponent who just uses missiles. So as I continued up to my path of doom, my knights are basically just gonna all die. They don't make it through the first 3 minutes of this battle. They make it to about 2 minutes in. Not even. Maybe. Let's see. So, 3, 2, 1. There's one. And he is killed right about now. A couple seconds before the 2 minutes mark. So, as I continued with this battle, I am just marching up. Nothing really spectacular, just marching. And my men are starting to get killed pretty fast. And, I don't know if they're, like, at that point I didn't really know if they were going to make it, but they did. Luckily. So I just charged them right in, but they turned around. They didn't want to fight. But I ran the horn before they could even start flashing their flag. So there goes his general, by the way. That was on the other front with the horses and everything. So now I am just going to charge right in there with some noble knights. Boom, right into his musketeers. Also, I have some cavalry in there. Now I'm charging with more noble knights. Let's see how that turns out. At this point, victory was getting good for him. He was winning, actually, which was kind of surprising. But, I was luckily getting better at this, so I figured out what to do. I outflanked him. I managed to bring my horses around behind him and attack his little phalanx maneuver from the back. Get it, Sergeant Phalanx maneuver. In this, they didn't have the name, Gmail197 was already taken. So I am Wyman197 in Medieval Two Total War. So I am attacking as well as I can, as well as I can. So see what happens. I have another battle that's gonna come out soon. It is me as the Sicilians and it's a 2 vs 2. Me as the Sicilians and my ally as the Ottoman Turks versus the Mongols and Timurids. So anyway, there's my flank that I said I would do earlier. I brought my cavalry charge into the back to take down some troops, because if the phalanx is facing the other way, then I can take them down easily from the back. At this point, I was still losing. I wasn't doing any better, because on the floor you see more blue than red and yellow corpses. But, figures. You're gonna lose men in a war. Or battle. So, I kept fighting there. I did a crappy cleanup job on the other side, FYI, because I didn't finish off his Jeanettes, so they come back to haunt me with that later. They get to like a corner of the hill, and then they charge into my man. So it wasn't pretty. That's where I thought I was gonna lose, but his men were already routing, as you can see. Only 2 units of mine have routed, and 1 unit has been killed. So by the time I left, I had about 6 units left. But yeah, there's the fighting going on. And he was actually a very good opponent to face, because I've never faced a missile troop before. Missile opponent who like heavily relied on missile troops. So it was pretty interesting to see that. Pretty interesting. The one thing I just can't stand are horse archers. See, those are just Jeanettes that are coming back. Like I said, I really can't stand horse archers, because they're always in skirmisher mode, which is good for them, but not good for the opponent. But so far, so good. As you can see, I'm the red bar. I am starting to win, which is good. I am attacking from behind again. Well, technically in front, but also behind, because he has 2 units, just one facing the other. So in case because he got what I did last time, so he has those guys there, the pikemen there for protection for his flanks. Then I'm just taking down his conquistadores. I can't even put my mouse on them. They're there. He has about 10 left. Yeah. So they start routing, and I bring all those forces. For your information, my general has not died yet. Never will. And I bring them into my left, his left flank. And I started like taking him down by his flanks, which was kind of surprising, because I've never done anything like that before. I usually just go for the front, but I guess with this battle I was being strategic, so that figures, right? But I started marching in. I sent some units to run in, but most units I just marched them in to this side. And I find that marching your units instead of making them run is a lot better, because they get less tired, and then they can fight better. Unless you're like being shot at by missile troops like I was, then I suggest charging in. Or if you're cavalry or whatever, and you're doing like a full out cavalry charge, try it. But if you ever face one of these opponents, it's pretty hard. So as you can see, the Blues, French, have taken over most of the battlefield. His pikemen are starting to rout. Then that little square over there, I'm not sure what that is, to be honest with you. I think those are his crossbow militia. But now more corpses are red and yellow instead of blue, which is good for me. Bad for him. So I am starting to attack him from all sides, basically. I keep saying phalanx. With militia troops, pike militias, and then I just charged right into him, and that's how I basically ended that unit. This is the beginning of the end for him, basically, the beginning of the end. I started, once his troops started to rout, I just charged everybody else in there. So, although half my force remains, like, less than a quarter of his remain. So, I won. He's accepted defeat. Good game to Sergeant Phalanx, and if you ever want to face me, just leave me a message on my YouTube page, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Victoire is ours! Let it be a salve upon our wounds well earned.